This is the one where Alfred gets turned into a tree by poison ivy. Ring any bells? Bruce Wayne receives a videotape in the mail from the Eternal Youth Spa, inviting him to spend the weekend at the resort for a rejuvenating experience. Bruce, of course, declines, but when Alfred's, friend, Maggie, barges in and sees the tape, Bruce suggests that she and Alfred go in his place. After Alfred loosens up, they have a great time on their getaway. However, upon returning home, Alfred is acting a little strange. He decorates the Batcave with plants and faints after drinking spa water he brought home with him. While Bruce investigates the formula in the water, Alfred and Maggie have an almost uncontrollable urge to return to the spa, and they leave immediately. Upon seeing the effects the formula has on human plasma, Batman rushes to the spa to find poison ivy has been turning those she deems a danger to plants into humanoid trees. With Alfred and Maggie being among them, Batman must put a stop to Ivy's deranged plot before their metamorphosis is permanent. This is definitely a bit of an oddball episode, but its blend of serenity and horrific imagery made sure that I personally never forgot it. The opening scene is a great tease for what's to come and gives off a frightening vibe that permeates the calm setting. This is another one of those stories that could easily be a movie itself without Batman. Now let's talk about my boy Al. We all know at this point how big of a mark I am for this character, so an episode with him as more of the focus should be amazing, right? Well, honestly, I feel like they kind of dumbed down Alfred in this episode. Compared to how smart he is across most of the series, I don't know how he didn't recognize Poison Ivy at the spa. She was an established villain at this point. Her intro episode, Pretty Poison, even had Alfred doing extensive research on her to help Bruce, so he knows her pretty darn well. She was right in his face. The only difference is she was wearing glasses, and not even big thick ones, these thin little frames that don't even cover her eyes. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining in the same world where Clark Kent hides his Superman identity behind a pair of circular spectacles, but even that's more believable than this. Alfred's kind of girlfriend Maggie also appears in her only episode. There's nothing really interesting about her outside of being an instigator to get the plot going. But boy, does she like Alfred. Damn! My man's lips must be made of pure pleasure. Bruce and his alter ego unravel the mystery at hand, and with Alfred directly involved, it was nice to see him so emotionally invested. In his first scene, we get to see another example of him flipping from the fake Bruce Wayne voice to his regular, deeper tone, and it's always so fascinating to hear and see.
Shut it down or you're gone! One of my greedy directors made a deal with a slash and burn outfit in the Amazon.
When Batman confronts Poison Ivy, the reveal of her people tree garden is probably the best part of the episode. Yikes. Appropriately, Batman has one of the angrier deliveries I've heard thus far into the series.
I have the patience of a redwood.
And the convictions of a fanatic.
This was a decent episode outside of Alfred's sudden loss of intelligence. The visuals are terrifying and striking, and the overall plot is something unique enough to fill a whole feature film. Plus, we get to hear Batman yelling for Alfred in the same way Dave does for Alvin.
Alfred? Alfred! Alfred!